Yo, 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 yo. What's cracking? Shanna Ewing, what's up? Brian Bridges, what's happening, brother? Lawrence Lilly, Mr. Hicks, fat guy with guns, what's to it, brother? Willie, my homeboy Quilly. Jason, the Ewings are in the building. Mr. Wilk, what's the move? Coy, our homie, what's up, man? Erica, my fly, family, Nola Saint, what's cracking lagging? Let everybody get up in here. What's the move, y'all? What's happening? What's new? It's been a couple of days. Ain't been that long. Ain't been that long. Let me get my water out the screen. I'm drinking water though. Trying to tell you that right now. Another week, I'll be down about 138 if I keep going the pace I'm going. Maybe not 138, but whatever. That's not what we're here to talk about. Walt E, what's happening, man? Same OG, what's to it, brother? Tech Money, what's happening? What's the move? What's the move? Big Grady, what it do, Grady? He said, Grady in the house. Shout out to Grady. That's my dog right there, boy. Miss V, what's happening? Miss V, you're going to have a package coming to you real soon. TJ, what's cracking, man? Mr. Wilt, Mr. I built that. That's gonna be. I built that. That's all he had to say. I built that. That's his catchphrase. Urban Second Gen, what's good? Maurice Evans, what's the move, brother? Cal, how you doing, man? Hope everybody doing real good. Gonna have some fun tonight, like like we supposed to, like we always do. Fidgerator, fidger. Q, what's up? Why? What's happening, man? No, I know I should be able to say. You should look at me until I can say fidgerator. Road to Hell, Cat in the building. Chris Lockhart, BP. What you know, no good. What you know, no good. What you know, no good. Tap in. Talk to me, man. We need a lick, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Summertime, almost over. We about to go into them cold months. Christmas is approaching. Let's get this bag real quick. Always, I tap in about stuff like that because we go get that paper, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now everybody don't hit him. See, this is my homie for real, so I can hit him about that type of stuff. But everybody, don't be trying to hit him up. Talking about how we gonna get it. I got the mantis. Okay, bet, Mr. Hicks. That's a good move, man. I hope you like it, brother. Keep messing with it. Keep messing with it. That thing is nice. I don't get enough time on the matches like I'd like to, which I plan to get on it more, and I'm going to have to. I ain't going to have no choice pretty soon because this weather going to break here and it's going to be over with. Ain't no going outside no more. Chisel 1775. What it do? Listen to how I say that because I think it's important that we get people speaking correctly when when you come through the live. There's two numbers in particular that I want to get everybody saying the right way. I want y'all to say it the correct way. One of them is number 7. You heard me say that? 7. I don't want to hear guys right here talk about 7. That to me, that doesn't even sound like a real number. Don't say 7. Say 7. And the other number is 4. Y'all with me? The number 4. FOE. If you can get them two numbers down, man, we rocking. We rocking out, man. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. I got some special guests coming through tonight. I feel like all guests are special when they grace the live with their time. We get to hang out and chop it up with them. So we got some fellas from the DMV area coming through tonight, man. Guns Out TV. So if you don't know who they are, I suggest take a look at them. And they actually some dope guys, man. I'm not gonna cap. Because sometimes, all right, I'm about to give y'all a little something. All right. I shouldn't do this because it actually kind of messed me up when I do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Eddie Tactical, what up, dog? JL, what's up? Gun Camp in the building. Gun Camp, we always in the building. But look, here goes the thing though. If when somebody come on live and I be like, I got a guest, and I'd be like, hey, it's a special guest, or I'd be like, man, these guys are actually dope. Like that probably mean I looked into them a little bit. If you don't hear me say nothing, like if I don't say none of that, it means one of two things. Either I don't think they're very dope, or I didn't look into them, and I really don't know what I'm up against. So I just gave y'all a little fun fact right there. So if you like, so next time I have a guest and you kind of hear me, don't tell everybody though. Just keep that between us. There's only 70 of us in here. Just keep that between us, man. Urban Garden Chronicles, what's the move? We're going to bring the guests in. I'm going to try to let at least 100 people get in here, then we'll get going. I know everybody be getting notifications when they get them. And we'll get to it then. Louis Neely, if I didn't get a chance to speak to anybody, if I missed you, pardon me, didn't mean to. I just can't see it all that fast. But outside of that, man, Mr. Charles Henry, what's up, man? Kingdom Defense, what's the move? Let me go find my co-host. He's somewhere around here. I don't know why I say I gotta go find him. He should be the easiest guy in the world to find. I don't know why I would say something like that. That knucklehead. Boom, got him. Hey, you wasn't asleep, was you, bro?
Nah.
You always be asleep on Fridays. Every Friday when I bring you in the chat, he be knocked out, man. He be knocked out.
Rough day, man.
Hey, Guns out in the building, man. 2-8 in Cali, what's happening? What's going down? If you are a content creator and you in here tonight, right now, you just hanging out and you one of the tubers or something, share this live for me. Just share the link. I mean, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. That's gonna happen anyway, but let's share it and make it, we're gonna make it real fun tonight. So see, this is the thing. I'm pretty sure the Guns Out TV guys done either heard about the live or heard about me somewhere. But they don't know. They don't know it's gonna be a 5 on the fly. They're gonna have to answer some questions. They don't know, man. They don't know. They're gonna find out though. We good people.
Yeah.
Lulu, what it do? Let me say that different.
What up, Lulu?
What it do? Tony Smith, what's happening? Big Hank 079. Thornton. Hey, Big Hank, that's long as hell, man. He Big Hank 079 Thornton. Now imagine if I needed to talk to you, man, and I got to say all that.
That's a lot.
Hey, what's going on? How the weather down there, Big Hank 079 Thornton? That's just too much stuff to say, man.
Gilly Suit, what up, man?
That's way too much, man. Tony Wick, what it do, nephew?
What up, Tony?
Tony Smith in the building, Gilly Suit. Lamerick, what's happening, man? Mr. Will, good looking, brother. Appreciate you.
Real deal, what up, man?
Real deal in the building, real deal in the building. So I'm gonna when these young fellas come in here tonight, I don't like talk. I get that from Billy.
Oh, you young fella, right?
Sometimes Billy be talking to BP and be like, "Hey, what's happening, that young fella?" And then I get tight about that because that's offensive.
What's up, JQ? T Randall?
I ain't gonna say that no more.
That's true though.
But nah, bro. Look. These. They gonna tell you about themselves, man. But I'm gonna tell you, these guys are actually dope, and they doing some dope stuff. But I don't want to give it all away. Anybody who's familiar with Guns Out TV?
2A and Kelly, what up?
If y'all familiar with these gentlemen, let me know.
Kingdom Defense was good.
Maybe y'all teach me some stuff that they didn't tell me yet.
One new shooter, what up?
One new shooter.
Pren, what's going on, bro?
New York telling people. Hey, Pren, what's up, bro? All right, bet. Hell, look like everybody done heard of them. What the hell we on here? They know every damn body. I was
Yeah, what up?
just telling them on the phone the other day. I said, bro, you know everybody. What the hell we ain't nothing. All we gonna do is just chop it up and talk.
What up, Jay?
Jay the Shooter, what up? Chris Lockhart. I think I might have spoke to you already. Them groceries.
Groceries. What
Now,
up?
hey, look. This right here, this right here, zero cap at all.
Mm.
The boys from the DMV area.
Mm.
It's something. All right, you know how in
Hey, Jay, what
Texas,
up?
you know how like they say Texas and Florida and Georgia, like they breed football players.
Mm.
You heard that before, right?
Yeah.
It's something going on with this gun thing in the DMV.
they breed shooters.
Oh, it's a lot of them mothers. You hear me? And it's a lot of them. I feel like I know more people out there. I ain't never been to the DMV yet. I'm going, but I feel like I know more people in the DMV than anywhere. Feels that way.
A lot of shooters there.
It's crazy. There's a lot of them out there, man. Shout out to everybody out there too, man. I don't want, if I start naming them all, then somebody gonna hit me and be like, "Why you ain't say my name? You don't rock out with me?" Because you know DMV boys might get an attitude with you too, so we have to hold out.
What up,
Asian Wick, what's happening?
Asian Wick, what up, man?
Hey, Asian Wick, listen, man. I can't say too much on this live, but I need to talk to you, brother. We need to go shoot this weekend of all weekends. All right? I hope you hear me. I know you hear me because you're on the live. You hear me. It's very important that we go. If we don't never go shoot again, we gotta go shoot this weekend. It's that important, bro. You can ask me off the live why it's so important, but just know that it's super duper important. All right.
STB, what up?
So look, I ain't gonna hold the fellas up too long because I imagine they busy. From what word on the street is, they got a lot of stuff going on. You know, I ain't got to that point yet. I ain't got to that point where I be that busy. Like some of these guys just be so busy they can't sit down. Me, I have to sit down. Part of that is because I'm overweight. The other side of it is I try to get a peace of mind, sit down from time to time, man. Grand Life AJ, what's happening, man? Silverback, you good? Hey, Silverback, you good, brother? Did you take care of that business? Let me know, man. Madman.
Madman, what up?
Shout out to the Urban Sharpshooters Gun Club out the DMV. Hey, look, the DMV is here tonight. Shout out to everybody that I know in the DMV, and I'm just gonna keep it right there. Everybody I know, because there's a bunch of them.
That's James McCoy
boy
Club.
Chop out there, huh?
That's James McCoy Club, Urban Sharpshooters.
Oh, okay, bet. Hey, Day out there.
Day, another shooter.
Jay the Shooter out there.
Exquisite Tactical, what up?
Exquisite Tactical, what's up, man? Hey, man, I got your message, man. I hit you back, brother. You see, I call you right out in the live. Now, I ain't gonna treat you funny, boy. Come on in here, man.
D'Angelo.
Chop it up with me. Hey, Day, what's happening, man?
Hey, Day. True, what up, man?
True out in the building. All right, we getting there. We getting close to that 100, man. When we hit that 100, we going in.
Mindset.
Hey, guns out. I hope y'all ready, man. You know, look, this is the thing. This is the first thing we're gonna do when we bring them on the camera. We ain't gonna, because they can't hear me right now. I don't think they can hear me. They can't hear me. I'm gonna act like they can't hear me. When they come on the camera, we're gonna make them sing a JoJo and KC song. You think we can do it? Because it's two of them. We're gonna see which one sang the best, man. That's because we gotta have fun. We gotta loosen everybody up, man.
What they gonna sing?
I don't know. I'm gonna let them pick the record. But we're gonna do some JoJo and KZ, man. Hey, same OG, man. How you gonna say? He gonna say, "Oh shit, I ain't hit the like button." At least he honest though. Is there anybody else out there that did hit the like button? If you didn't hit it, just say, "Look, I didn't do it. My bad." You ain't gotta say my bad. Just say you ain't do it.
Rodney Brady, Philly Slow, what up?
New York City in here?
I think so.
Hey, look, y'all know how I am. Y'all
Yeah,
know
you
how I
in there
am
too.
about my city, right? He said they will in Carlton, though.
He said, make him sing Life.
Lie. I hope they're ready, boy. No, but look, y'all know how passionate I am, and I unapologetically
Billy, what up,
rep
man?
my city. So we do got the DMV in here tonight.
We do.
So we might have a question going on. Mambo sauce. How you say it? Mambo sauce versus mild sauce.
I've heard it
we gonna
twice.
talk about it. We're gonna talk a little bit about that tonight.
Mambo,
Because
Mumbo.
they
I mean,
rep hard out there. And this
I never had mild sauce
they
before.
cheat too. All the DMV guys cheat, bro. That's 3 damn states. How the hell they gonna come in? We got to rep one city. They got 3 states, 3 whole states, man.
Damn. What up, Eddie? I never had
It's
mild
all
sauce.
good. I rock with
mumbo sauce.
I rock with everybody. I rock with them. They all good. They all good with me. I ain't got no problem with the DMV guys, man.
Kush, what up, man? Cuckoo Choo, what up?
Kush, what up?
It's a different Kush.
No, it don't matter. You can say it the same way. That's Kush Monster. 420. You know what 420 is, don't you? That's reefer.
I know what that is. Reefer.
Yeah, that's reefer. We ain't gonna snitch though. ET, what's happening, man? Philly Slow. Hey, how you say that? Cuckoo.
Mumbo. Cuckoo Choo.
Hey, listen. Anybody else that came through on behalf of Guns Out TV, I appreciate y'all.
ET.
Anybody that's new in the chat, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Hope y'all enjoy yourself. We're gonna make this interactive tonight. I don't like to be on no boring stuff. I don't like to be. We ain't boring. All right. I'm gonna post this link. I want people to come in here and chop it up. Hey, New York City, stay close.
Memphis in the building.
We got, the DMV guys in here deep. So I'm gonna need some other cities to help us, man, because they in here deep. All right, we close enough to 100. How many likes we got, bro? What you see? What you see out there? I'm gonna drink me a little water.
73. 100 people in, 73 likes. Same old. Lady Wick, what up?
Lady Wick, what up? Hashtag that gun camp. What's the move?
James
Hey,
Wells.
one thing about this chat, we don't know who gonna stop by.
True.
Anybody might stop by. All we do is just hang out. But we ain't gonna change who we is. We're gonna keep this thing moving. So listen, I hope the Guns Out TV guys ready because I'm ready.
They gonna sing Life.
I'm gonna actually tell y'all the truth. I'm hungry. So if I'm talking like I got an attitude tonight, understand that I'm hungry, man.
Oh man.
All right. What, bro? I'm hungry. What you mean? What you got a problem me being hungry?
Nah, I
didn't get to eat. Listen, bro, I be doing real life stuff. I keep telling y'all I'm a regular gun guy. When I got off work, I had to go. Look, I had to take the grandbabies to the store because they started. My little twin grandbaby started school, man, in kindergarten.
Oh, y'all didn't start yet?
Yeah, they started school, so I had to go do some shopping. I had to run back. You know what it is.
Oh, they
but that's family.
All right.
Yeah, they growing up on me real fast. So look, y'all. Please smash the like button if you didn't get a chance to. Right now, we finna bring these DMV brothers in here, man. Guns Out TV, we gonna talk to them. We don't do no briefing, no nothing. We don't go over what can I ask you, none of that. But hey, Eddie Tactical, I have to talk to him sometime because he might ask some real weird questions. Something really off kilted, and I don't want nobody to get offended with. So listen, Guns Out, if you hear me, if Eddie Tactical asks a question and the question look weird, just politely kind of ignore it and talk about change the subject because he's very persistent when he asks one of them weird questions.
Just give him the secret sign.
Because he might ask you something like I'm not gonna tell you what he might ask you. You just have to see it.
Javon's, what up, man?
Hey, look, Zach. Gun Camp gave Lady Wick a new name.
What is it?
You gotta ask her.
Wait, what's your new?
I'm not at liberty to put it out there.
What's your new name?
Javon's what up, man? Respect is earned. What's the move?
That's right. Pinky's up. I want to know what the new name is now.
She definitely got a brand new name, brother. I personally, it's decent to me. And the name was born in Chicago.
Does she like it?
I don't know. I never asked her. I never asked her if she liked it or not. But if I haven't spoke to her since she got the name, but I mean, it is what it is at this point.
She said no.
Eddie will tell us.
She said no.
No, I think she. Hey, Asian Wick, what is it? You know it?
Is Lady Layaways? What is it?
LL in the building. LL Wick. Yes, sir.
Oh man, I can't.
Hey man, listen, I don't know what she's shame of.
I can't go with that.
I hold the layaway thing down. What's all this old?
Got some on layaway right now.
All this old funny acting stuff. Yeah. All right, cool. We up over 100 now, man.
Lady layaway.
All I know, bro. I know my eyes bad. I got astigmatism, but I just looked down on the screen, and one of the Guns Out TV guys had disappeared. That's why I didn't bring him in. I was like, "What the hell he go?" Because
he warming up for the vocals,
down
man.
And didn't see him. I didn't know
what happened. He warming up his vocals. They gonna sing life. John Moss.
It is what it is. This ain't about layaway tonight, Lady Wick. I just had to bring up the subject. You know how you say something somebody don't like, then just change subject and talk about something else. All right, look, we finna bring these brothers in, y'all. Yo,
gentlemen, what up?
What's up, man? Thanks, guys, for having us.
What up, yo?
Damn, boy, these some old bougie guys. Look how clean their cameras is.
I see.
This might be the cleanest set of cameras I ever seen.
Man.
Guess.
Hey, man. Yo, Michael forced me. Wait, this way. We know that way. God dang, I don't know. I'm trying to point at him. He on this side.
I'll be like, who the hell he pointing?
He forced me to do it, man. I was over here thugging it out with the iPhone, bro. Trust me, man. But sure, he ain't
made you go get.
He ain't playing with that,
man. Only the best.
This is broadcast television we up against right now, man. You can't.
All right. I see what we on. Hey, there go the other Kush right there. Kush, what's up, brother?
What up, Kush?
Hey, man. Hey, fellas. How y'all doing, though, first of all?
Good, man. Tired as hell. It's been a long day. A long day.
A long day. Man. Busy as hell, huh?
Yeah, man. TV today, anchor my show today, Guns Out, Range Day shit. I mean, just a long day, man.
Damn,
yeah.
Man. Must be nice to be important like y'all are. You know, before I go a step further, though, I'm going to allow you brothers to go ahead and introduce yourselves individually and just kind of tell us who you are, tell us a little bit about you. And listen, I'm going to tell y'all something I do. I got this real weird habit of speaking to people, right? So you might be talking and I'll say what's up to somebody. Don't let that interrupt you. You just keep talking.
Got it.
So go ahead, man. By all means, introduce yourselves.
What up, Roblox?
Whoever want to go first.
I'll go first, man. So what's up, guys? John Keys. I am a new gun owner as of 2020. I am a Marine Corps veteran and a broadcast media executive. I wear a lot of hats in a lot of different industries and different businesses that I'm a part of. But back to me being a new gun owner as of 2020. Listen, man, I got out of the Marine Corps in 2008. I didn't have a firearm then. Didn't purchase a firearm until 2020 when the pandemic was kind of at its height, because I was afraid that everything was going to lock down and I wouldn't be able to get a chance to do it. And I didn't know what was coming next. And I mean, literally within that exact same month, I fell down a rabbit hole that led me straight to this right here. And I mean, it's been an amazing journey, absolutely unbelievable. And we just here to like tell our story, share the story, and keep it moving, man.
My brother.
Yeah, crazy rabbit hole. I'm Michael. Thanks for having me, guys. I've owned guns for a long time, grew up shooting. My background's in politics, worked for quite a few presidential candidates. I was a political opposition researcher, now doing the television thing, did some CNN for a while, now doing MSNBC, hosted my own show, have a SiriusXM radio show. So a lot of stuff going on in addition to Guns Out, which thank God I have John as a business partner, because John has definitely been carrying a lot of the weight for the past couple of months now, because my schedule has been crazy because midterms are upcoming. So we both wear a lot of different hats, but we're making it work, man.
Damn, man. That was deep. You CNN, he said all types of stuff there, Zach. Did you take notes?
I heard what he said. That's CNN. He said,
hey, look, wait.
I don't think you're talking about
Sure, Michael be slinging them letters now. You got to watch that. Sure, Michael be slinging them letters, boy.
I believe every word too, man, because you sound like the newscaster. You sound like the people
that
I be listening to on ABC 7 when you just talking like He the reason Obama won that year. He got that whole thing going, man.
Yes.
No, I appreciate you brothers coming through, man. Gracing me with your presence.
No, thanks for having us, man.
We've been aware
Absolutely.
of each other, I'm sure. Just haven't had a chance to lock it in, and this is probably long overdue. Should have been had you guys on here.
Man, this was really fun.
We reached out to, man.
When John and I were talking about this, and he was like, "Yeah, we definitely got to go on Sherm and just talk with the guys, talk about Range Day." And I was like, "Oh man, this will definitely be different. It's not scripted. We're not worried about how much time we got. We're not having to do multiple shots. It's just having a good conversation with other people who are like-minded." So I was really, really looking forward to it. So hopefully we have a good conversation.
Ain't no question about it, man. You're gonna get asked some questions you didn't even think was coming your way.
Right.
But I don't do interviews, man. We just gonna talk, man. And I know we're gonna go ahead and tackle the elephant in the room, because I know the Guns Out TV Range Day is coming up soon in about another month or so.
Yep. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Damn, you're right, because tomorrow the 1st.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're right. That's a fact. 2 weeks. Tell us a little bit about it, man. I know. Well, I'll tell y'all about that later, man. But I might be, we'll see what's gonna happen. But tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Guns Out Range Day is something that we had a lot of ideas when we actually formed Guns Out. When we decided to launch the channel, it wasn't just launching a channel; we were launching a business. And within our business model was a lot of different ideas that we could bring to the firearms community that would educate people through entertainment, through community and things like that. And Range Day was one of those things. And to be honest, it was an idea much larger than Range Day. But then it's kind of like, as a new business, you got to back that down to what does this look like in the beginning at a minimum. And that's Range Day. But we didn't try to be too ambitious. We really concentrated on building the channel, building the brand, and building our business until we got to the point where we felt we had enough resources, enough allies, and even enough notoriety, if you will, for anyone to even be interested in a Range Day. So at that point, it's like this Range Day signifies what we've been privileged to be a part of since we launched the channel. You get invite only stuff as an influencer, as a media platform, to go to these special events, and you get to shoot all these guns and meet all these interesting people, but it's not necessarily open to the public. So we wanted to do a public event, and then specifically in the DMV, because we know nothing like this has really happened in the DMV, where it's like an actual sanctioned Range Day. You have like a number of influencers coming out. You have a number of manufacturers coming out and then at a place like XCal, a first of its kind state-of-the-art range. So we just jumped on the opportunity, and luckily everyone was enthusiastic. We have a lot of buy-in from the industry, from influencers, and obviously from XCal. So we're looking forward to a really amazing first of its kind event.
Nice.
Yeah, when you think about it, man, most of the Range Days, when people have them, they're usually, like John said, they're invite only. So it's usually for influencers to connect with manufacturers, for individuals who are in the media space of the gun world. But it's rare that you see something. And I guess you could probably say SHOT Show, but SHOT Show, I wouldn't necessarily consider it a Range Day in the traditional sense, which is why they usually have, every manufacturer has one day where they're hosting a party. And even those events are always invite only, only inviting private individuals or influencers, but it's never open to the public. And so when we were talking about this, and John was just like, well, maybe we should do something different. Let's just invite anybody, any and everybody. It's free. Come shoot whatever gun you want, stay as long as you want. And it's a bit of a different trend that we hope is something that we can continue. I mean, the reality is, people are going through tough times right now. It's stressful for a lot of people. Why not say, hey, bring your family, bring your friends. You don't have to worry about the cost. Just come and have fun, man. That's the real goal here, for people to just come and enjoy themselves with people who they watch every week or every day, content that inspires them to continue to further their own knowledge as it pertains to firearms ownership. And I think it's a big mission, but it's one that I think we're going to accomplish pretty well. And hopefully it'll be one that we can continue beyond this first year.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, so it hit home with me because I don't know if you guys know, but I do something not almost similar, but I'm probably we're going on year 3 right now.
Yeah.
With the event that I call a regular meetup. Last year we were in Nashville, Tennessee. where we brought, and my vision was a little bit different in terms of it was always for the support, for the supporters to bridge the gap between the supporters and the influencers.
Yep.
And you, so that was kind of the thing that I've always wanted to do, and then try to put all the same, very similar thing, put all the biggest influences we can put in the building, and then bring all the people out at the same time. And it's like one big family reunion, man. And we just get out there and do our thing. Wherever we decide to do it at, we all get together for that day or two and just make it happen. So I'm really excited for you guys, man, doing this. I know it's going to be dope because I see what you guys got going on. So I'm super excited about that, man. Sound like
appreciate it.
Crazy. Tell us a little bit about that range, though. So is it like a brand new spot or what?
Man, it's a what, John, a $30 million gun range. I mean, when you
$30
think
million,
about
90 something thousand square feet. It's a full service firing range on the bottom floor with a massive retail space and a little restaurant, and then upstairs is a state of the art fitness facility with literally everything you can think of as it pertains to fitness, health, and wellness, along with a really, really nice 5-star restaurant and lounge for their highest level of member, which is the Apex members of XCal. So it's bougie, bro. It's definitely bougie. For
the
sure.
Apex members. I don't know that. That sounds important. That sounds important and expensive. What?
Right.
I mean,
it does.
John, it was like $10,000 membership for Apex members.
Yeah. Apex members is like $10,000 up front.
That's the membership Jay the Shooter got. That's the one he got.
And $450 a month. Jay the Shooter got that Apex. Jay the Shooter look like an Apex dude. He be trying to put that on the low.
It's a $10K buy-in and then $450 a month.
Mr. Whipwright got that membership too.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's pricey. I mean, when you think about it, guys, I mean, the range is in Loudoun County, Virginia. I mean, it's one of the wealthiest, most affluent places in the country. I mean, you're talking about a median income above $500,000 a year. A lot of people who are defense contractors, a lot of political consultants, lobbyists are out there, a lot of big time lawyers. So they're catering to a very small sector of the overall population, but they welcome everybody. And so when we were thinking about the range day and who we wanted to invite and having it open to the public, we wanted to give people an opportunity to really taste the best, at least as of now, that a gun range has to offer. I don't think there's any place like XCal in the country until XCal decides to open up another facility.
Yeah, absolutely agreed, man.
Okay. That sounds like it's gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah,
man. I'm trying to make my way, man. I'm trying to make my way now.
Hey, man, look, you've been invited, my friend. It's up to you. It's up to you to clear that schedule, man. It's up for you to clear that schedule.
I got famous friends, bro.
We know.
They be having me doing all types of stuff, going places, doing stuff. I don't understand it. He said it range less than 10 miles from my crib. I had to grab that Apex. I knew it. Figured that out.
Yeah.
Let me think about what else you guys got coming up outside of range day.
I mean, right now we're working on season 2 of our season 2 for Warrior Poor Society Network. So, I mean, that's going to be pretty cool. We got some other things that we're working on long term that would return us back to television, but likely on cable. So we'll see how that stuff goes. I mean, media is a very finicky business. I know it well, better than most people. And so, 1 minute they're saying, we don't want content like this. The next minute is like, you know what? This is unique content. We want stuff that caters specifically to men, specifically to Black men. You guys might have something that we think is unique. So, we just got to see how all of these things come together, man. But we're working hard as hell, to be quite honest with you, to just really take what we're doing to the next level. I mean, we're having fun. We enjoy it. But at the end of the day, it's a business. And we run it like a very strict business. I mean, that's one thing that I enjoy about our businessship, our friendship with John, is that when we think about the growth of the company, when we think about where we're trying to go, when we think about some of the things that we want to touch, some things we might completely want to avoid, at the end of the day, we're thinking about, okay, what is it going to take to run a fine-tuned business from an operational perspective, but also to have sustainability over time. And so that's sort of where we are right now, just trying to figure out what are going to be our next steps a year from now, 2 years from now, and what roadblocks do we need to begin to lay now to get us there.
That's dope, man. That is dope. So you guys,
real quick, RGG. You know, just for the sake of your viewers who really might not know the history of how we really came to be. You know, we started this as a YouTube channel. We did maybe 2 episodes on our cell phones, literally at local ranges. I think Sharpshooters was like this really small local range here, and then another outdoor range, Clark Brothers, that's like a few miles down the road. And we were just having fun. We were really kind of just feeling out what it would feel like to make this content while we're still having our firearms experience. And literally we know the right people and the right opportunities presented themselves, and we actually got on broadcast television. So we were on local television here for what, 3 episodes, Shermichael?
Yeah, 3 episodes.
Yeah, so we were on actual broadcast television for 3 episodes, and I mean, we were really gaining some strong momentum, obviously leveraging TV. Everybody wanted us to come to their range and kind of highlight what they had going on. So we were just kind of range hopping all of the dopest ranges across the country. And we were, you know, you record shows and then they air, right? So we were like a couple of episodes ahead. Episode 3 was airing, and then we got word that we were canceled via email. That nobody called us. Yeah, nobody called us. Nobody told us anything. We didn't have a meeting. No, I woke up one morning and saw an email, and then I immediately called Sherm and was like, "Yo, did you see this email?" And he didn't even see the email. So then it was a big old thing, right? So getting canceled then sparked, I mean, just the 2A community on YouTube responded ASAP. And then the next thing you know, a lot of the people that are really big into dropping the news. I mean, we were in Texas filming with U.S. Law Shield and Staccato at the time, and we literally saw our name pop up. Guns Out TV got canceled, and we just found out about the news maybe a couple days prior to that. But there was already a video up. People were talking about it, and next thing you know, people wanted to interview us, and then our subscriber base started to grow. And then all of that kind of spurred into us getting a call from the Warrior Poet Society network. That's John Lovell's private network. It's kind of like a Netflix for firearms content. And yeah, they offered us an opportunity to film some exclusive content for their network, and we signed on a dotted line. So we did 1 season. It went. I mean, I think we exceeded our own expectations, and it did really well on the network. So we're back for a season 2, and we're currently filming season 2 right now. And so that's another Easter egg that we're offering at Range Day. We're filming this entire experience, our first Range Day, some of the behind the scenes of what it went, you know, into preparing this, but also just to capture the public involvement, to show the diversity of the faces that are going to be present and the type of people who are into 2A in the 2A community. So I think everybody should want to take part in that.
Absolutely, man. That sounds amazing, bro. I'm excited about it. I saw a couple questions out there that I really didn't want to forget. First one was, Mr. Shermichael, are you in the White House?
You know what? I saw that from Eddie. I was hoping you were going to get to that.
Question came from Eddie. The other one was he was trying to figure out what kind of
home, man. But I am a big. I love art. So my great grandfather, who's no longer alive, West Point military graduate, was big into classic art. Saw a lot of it when he was in Europe serving in the military. And so growing up, I loved art. Thought I was going to even be an artist maybe. Then I realized there's no money and no power in being an artist unless you're dead. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to go the political route because I like money and I like power. But I love collecting art. So all of these pieces are really expensive, but they're old collectors. And I usually will go to some of the really big auction houses, look at some nice artwork and buy it. And so I have some European pieces. I have some African-American art pieces, a couple pieces from Africa. So just a lot of little unique pieces.
I thought you looked familiar from Roland Martin. I seen you on Roland
Yeah,
Martin.
man. I used to go on Martin Roland all the time, man. That's still my guy.
You look familiar.
Man, first of all, I'm not letting you get away with the name Shermichael. I'm not saying anything is wrong with it. I'm just saying that I know some Michaels, you know, Michael Finley from my neighborhood. Shout out to Michael. Shermichael, man. Give me some history on the name. Because I like it. I wish I had, like, now you're my homie now.
Man. So my mom, undergrad, she studied British literature. wanted to name me Sir Michael because, it's an important thing. To be knighted as a sir is a pretty big deal, depending on your culture, of course. My grandmother was like, yeah, that doesn't really work. You can't name him Sir Michael. So Sir Michael is the closest thing you can get to Sir Michael.
Okay.
I'll take that. I like it.
Yes, sir. I don't know if Sir Michael would have worked in New Orleans, bro.
I like that. I hope you don't mind, man.
People refer to me as Sir. I mean, I think it's kind of cool.
Oh, of course you do, Sir Michael. Of course you do.
Hey, look, I hope you don't mind though, man, because I'm be using your name a lot just in general conversations. Yeah, I gotta go down to DMV, Sir Michael.
That's cool, man. That's cool with me.
Out there, we got it.
Hey, man, leverage is leverage, right?
We gotta use.
Hey, that's what they say. Use it however you can.
I want to, if anybody out there has any questions for these young men, please, man, I'm gonna put the link out there. Y'all come in here and chop it up with these fellas, man, because they are doing some amazing stuff. I think it's crazy that I've been doing this, a little over a year now, and that we just haven't had that opportunity to cross paths. I think it's crazy because
I want to say something about that, man. We've talked before, RGG, and we've kind of addressed that too. And it's just like I don't think that people understand that. Like for example, when I became an NFL super fan, like when I really chose my team, got behind my team, started watching NFL and going to NFL games, I had this misconception that all these players and all these coaches, they knew each other. And there was like a thing where they would all get together at some point, everybody meet each other. But then I started seeing players meet players for the first time when they played that team, or coaches meeting other coaches for the first time when they finally played the team. And then I was like, that's interesting. I figured like everybody just kind of knew each other because it's the NFL. It's one organization, right? Right. But it's very similar in the content creation space. Like everybody, we're all busy people. We all have our own schedules, our own circles, and our own missions as to why we're creating content. So it leads you down different paths, and those paths don't necessarily cross as easy as most people might think they would. Yeah. So it's kind of like you have to make an effort. You do have to make an effort. You have to like really kind of study the people that are in your field, that are making content in your genre, and you have to take interest, and you have to find like-minded people, and so on and so forth. So it's a process without question. So now I totally understand why we still haven't crossed paths with some of the bigger names out there, really. And I mean, it's just something to be said about that. It's something to be said about that many people creating content and supporting, a mission in their own way.
But it really is a good thing, man. I mean, the fact that you're seeing so many Black people who are all diverse. I mean, man, you're seeing Black people who are into competition stuff. You're seeing Black people who are into survival type tactical stuff. You're seeing Black people who just want to have a good time. I mean, people always like to look at Black people and paint us with this broad brush as if we're all monolithic. We all think the same. We all come from the same backgrounds. And while we certainly share the same culture, we are as diverse as every damn body else. And so the thing that I love the most about what we are seeing is that you do see the diversity purposefully of our community. And I think people need to understand just how different we all are. And I do think, we do have to do a better job of making a concerted effort of trying to do things with each other, all of us across the spectrum. I think that is important. But again, overall, I just love seeing everybody doing their own thing, even if it's not my style, not my taste. I don't really give a shit. The fact that they're doing it, to me, is what is most important. And I hope they continue to do it.
Absolutely. No, I agree, man. I think I agree with what both of y'all said. But it all happens in due time. If we keep grinding and keep pushing, you're going to cross paths somewhere. It's like anything else. We in the same field.
Yep. Real talk.
What up, Hustle?
Yeah. It makes on some real shit. It's like it makes it fun, man. Like if we met everybody that we saw doing this like in the first year, then what do you have to look forward to in years after that, right? No, what do you have to look forward to going to all of these different events? It's like, when we hear about events in Texas, man, we go to Texas because we like, man, we about to meet a bunch of people. GHG Hustle is one of them. We invited GHG Hustle to Range Day, but like we knew that Range Day was something that came together really quickly. We had to jump on the opportunity. And we didn't have as much lead time as we would have liked, but at the end of the day, we did have enough buy-in and support to go ahead and push the button on it. And like Sherm said, this is only the first of many. So anybody that couldn't make it or can't make it to this range day, I mean, like it's open to the public. Come through, bring your base, rep your colors, do your thing, man. Like we want to see all of that. We want to see what
rep your colors too much.
I mean, look, it works in politics.
Watch what you say, man. You gotta watch what you say.
It works in politics, red versus blue. Why we can't go?
You gotta say that different. Man. Yeah, you gotta say that different.
No, man, that's love, man. Listen, I think that's dope. I ain't gonna argue with old Ugly J the shooter because he's absolutely right. The DMV is one place that I have not made my way to, and I definitely got to get out there with you, man. I want to get out to this, man. But this was why the hell everybody chose September to do something.
We were actually going to do this
in early October. It's like every damn thing going on.
Yeah, we were actually going to do it a month early in August, and I can't remember why it didn't work out.
Actually, we was going to do it in May. We was going to do this in May.
Was it going to be that damn early?
We were going to do it in May because XCal was supposed to be open in
January.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
It was supposed to be open in January, so we actually were going to do this in May. But then obviously it got pushed back because the opening of the building got pushed back. So there was a lot of extenuating circumstances that kept pushing it back. And he's right. We were going to do it in August, but then there were some things that we were going to be competing against. And it's like we wanted to make it so.
Yeah, it would have been my damn event. The one went on in Nashville. That was in May. That was.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? So, and honestly, I think that was one of the circumstances because we talked to Jay the Shooter. Jay the Shooter told us about that. So and we had a full schedule with filming for season 2 and some other things that we had going on. So September just was the best month, we didn't want to wait till it was cold.
I will say this. I mean, I think after this one, we're going to immediately start working on the next one. I mean, doing something like this is not cheap. It costs a shitload of money doing this, man. Mm-hmm. And I definitely want to get to the place where we give people, enough leeway. It would be great if we could provide some type of assistance for people who want to come in our community but can't quite afford it. I mean, so there are a lot of things that we have talked about for the next time that hopefully with enough leeway, we have time to kind of put some of those things to the side so that we can maximize turnout for people who are like, hey, I want to get to this, man, but September, school just started for my kids if they're in high school or below, or my kids just went to college. I mean, so there are a lot of costs associated with most people around this time of the year. We're not naive of that. And so hopefully next time around, giving people more of a heads up and also trying to see again if we have something put to the side to provide some type of assistance, which we have done, by the way. I just want to put it out there. But for a greater number of people is certainly something that we want to be able to do. Again, it's not cheap, but we don't want people feeling like, man, I can't make it to this because I can't quite afford it. I mean, that should never be a hindrance for people, but it's the reality. And so if we can do something to try to meet some people where they are, then shit, man, we're going to figure that out.
Yeah, 100%.
Man, you know what? We're gonna talk more, fellas, because y'all got my mind racing. I'm thinking about what you guys are doing out there, and this is super dope. And I'm thinking about what I'm doing on a yearly basis. And you're right, you got to start. I'm planning 2023 right now. Like we're really going hard with it every day right now. Now, see, there's no reason that a regular meetup, and I also do the RGAs, which is the regular Guntuber Awards, where we're acknowledging content creators and influencers from every space, and we're giving them awards. We did our first annual one at the meetup this past event in May, and then it'll be year 2 of that come 2023 in June. Mm-hmm. There's no reason we can't be SHOT Show, NRA, and have entire community ready to come to our events.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's the absolute goal.
Absolutely be that.
Yeah.
Especially with something going on in the DMV, getting us out to the East Coast. I'm trying to settle in on a place, but I don't mind traveling with it. It doesn't matter because what we understand is the community is behind it. Mm-hmm. Sell out wherever it's at. It did that last year. Like I think I was telling you guys that when we first put it up last year, it sold out in 15 minutes. It tells me that the community wants to support stuff like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And like you just said, sometimes it's tough for people to make it. Yep. And then that's when the community comes together, man. We have people sponsoring other people to get there, and it was just a sight to see, man.
Yeah.
And me hearing this is crazy. It just got my mind racing. That's why I got quiet for a second. Like, it's like this could be something, man. This could be something, especially once that word get out.
I mean, there's absolutely no reason why we could not create our own stuff to be as competitive, as large as those other entities. It's just a matter of money, man. Everything comes down to money.
It does.
And you are stronger as a collective when you pull your money together. That's what it is. When you remove the selfishness, when you remove the egoism, and it's not about me and only about how big my platform is compared to the next damn person. Nobody gives a shit about that. It's ultimately about bringing people together to figure out how we can create this ecosystem for our own people. And I think sometimes some people forget that. And I get it. I get it. Everybody wants to be the best damn person. Everybody wants to make all the money. I love money too. I get it.
Yeah,
when you think about what you can create together as a collective, man, it becomes bigger than you. It always becomes bigger than you. And as long as that is at the foresight of everything, man, I don't see why we could not potentially become successful. It's just money. And it's not like we don't have that as a collective. We most certainly do. We just got to put the shit together, man.
Without question, man. I mean, the conversation has been had for a very long time about, as Black people, pooling our buying power. Yeah. I mean, we have the buying power. We show that all the time on the gram. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we just got to pick something that's really worthwhile and put that buying power towards that and support that until it goes, and then support the next thing until it goes. But it's just about staying in there. You know, you got to stay in there. You got to hang in there for that fight. And the fight is not always going to be easy. It's not going to always be short and pretty. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to do it, man. You got to stand for something and move it forward. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to lead by example with some of the things that we're doing. And, we appreciate people acknowledging that. Just like yourself, RGG. Appreciate it. I
like this, man. Y'all don't know. Y'all making my day, bro. Because you rarely ever hear that. And I love the fact that since I've been doing this, I've never just put myself first. It ain't even about who I put first. It's just like I always want to be a part of what's going on, as opposed to, people got to look up to me or me trying to be the bigger fish and all that stuff. No, it's all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what makes it dope. Because I've always just been focused on bridging that gap between the content creators and the supporters. Because without supporters, what do we have?
Nothing. Yes. Nothing, man. It's nothing.
Nothing.
So I always put that first, man. So, and I think that what you guys are doing is very, very similar, man. And now these people are starting to listen, bro. You just said it, man. It's dope because we've had so many of our brothers and sisters who found success in this game. Some don't have the numbers or whatever, but we've been able to change it. Oftentimes when I talk to companies or corporations, especially as I start getting into sponsorships and things, my thing is to talk about the micro influencers, the smaller ones, that have communities behind them, like myself and Mr. T Electric and some other guys out there that have communities that really, really support and get behind not only myself, but all the other content creators as well. Yeah, that's where the power is. Yeah, these are the people that's spending the money. These are the people that's buying the guns, the ammo, or whatever else it is. So we need to be giving back to them because they supporting us. So
I mean, when you think about this, for the past 2.5 years now, the leading demographic group of new gun owners in this country are us, specifically our women. You think about this from an economic perspective, and I'm politics and business. That's all I really care about, because in this country, that's what open doors. Every damn thing else is a moot point. Yep. We've probably, I would add, and this is just a very rough estimate, we've probably added hundreds of millions of dollars overall in all sales, training, etc., to this industry, to this space, that, to be quite frank, has not always been very welcoming to us. It's just the fucking reality. It is what it is. But those are the facts. And so as we're going into these places, and John and I talk about this all the time, and we've had conversations with companies like, oh man, this is really expensive for us to afford you guys. You damn right it's expensive, because our content is not crappy. And we have a videographer, Daniel, shout out to Daniel, Black guy. We love working with Daniel. And Daniel has a family. We have other things going on, and you are going to pay us what we're worth. And so when we talk to people, other Black content creators, like, look, man, don't allow these people to say, well, hey, here's some free guns Take that and be grateful. What the hell is a free gun going to do? That's not going to pay for your travel. It's not going to pay for your bills. You need to get these people to cut the check, man, because I guarantee you this, they're going to write that check for somebody else who may not even have the same following as you, or may not have the cultural accoutrements as you, because again, we are
wait, Michael.
Hey, bro.
Tonight, man. Let me take a drink. Now I'm gonna need you to go back and say that word again and tell me what the hell that means, because I don't know.
Wait.
Accoutrements, man. So it's a French word. So basically what I'm meaning is like all the niceties, all of the nice things that we bring specifically as Black people to culture, to the space. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And we have I look at a lot of content from a lot of guys, a lot of the women, and there is some amazing stuff out there. There is a uniqueness that was not found in this space prior to us. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. And these manufacturers, we talk to them. I talk to a lot of them, being a political person, usually about politics. So I know what the mentality is. I know what the thought process is. And they recognize we got to figure out how to target this new group because it's going to continue to expand. And those of us as content creators, I saw Jay the Shooter talking about FFLs. He's absolutely right about that. We need way more of them. We don't have enough. They recognize that we are the key to the community. And all I'm simply trying to say is with that knowledge comes power, and don't allow these entities to short us because they don't short other people. And there have been times where John and I have had conversations, and usually John will say, you know what, you should talk to Sherm because I'm very cutthroat when it comes to business. You're not going to railroad us. You're not going to cut us short. Here are our demands. This is what you expect. This is what it's going to cost. If you can't afford it, if you're not willing to pay it, then find some damn body else, man. But you're not going to get it on the cheap. And that's all I'm simply trying to say.
Boy, see, I don't say it as exquisite as you. I be saying that same stuff, man.
He ain't going to say accoutrements.
Yeah, I can't use that word, but I say the same stuff, man. They'll tell you, bro. I preach this same thing daily, bro. We hold a certain power.
Oh, absolutely.
That I didn't even realize. It took me months to understand that it exists. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that's deep, brother. Look,
man, I've spent most of my career in politics, most of it, and I'm typically around a certain type of people. It is what it is, and most of my time in politics was mostly around Republicans. So I'm really around a very unique type of people, and so I get the language, I get the mindset, and with that, as we have traversed this new business journey. So many of those people have been the political donors. 2A is a big Republican thing. I'm very familiar with all of that. And so I told John, as we started this thing, like, man, we're not going to do this and just accept anything. We want to do it with excellence. We want to represent our community very well. We're not going to give anyone an opportunity to say, see, we work with those guys and look at what they're doing. You're not going to say that about us. Because that's typically the easy thing that some people like to say, well, we don't really know about them. We don't know if we're going to give them a shot. We all have a unique disposition and approach to this thing, man. And I just want to see more of us as I'm watching the content creators shoot all these amazing guns and I'm seeing what they're doing. And John and I talk about this. I'm like, I wonder if this person asked so-and-so to cover the fees for this content that they're creating that has 400,000 views. I'm on national broadcast television every week. An average show on cable news where they're paying an anchor about $5 million, depending on who the anchor is, has an average of a daily show of about 500,000 views. So you have some of these guys that are getting broadcast television numbers. And you mean to tell me that the best some of these manufacturers can do is a free gun? That's not enough. And I'm not trying to say, go in being arrogant or with your nose stuck up. But what I'm simply saying is we must, as a collective, know our value. And it is simply to say, whether it's Guns Out, G Hustle, where there's all these other Rambo, all these other guys who are doing some amazing things in this space, we need to be able to say, this is what it's going to cost to work with us. I personally don't give a shit about free guns. I make a lot of money. If I can afford a $50,000 painting, I can buy all the guns I want. That doesn't work for me. And it shouldn't work for anybody else in our community. We need the economic empowerment to create the content. For ladies like Tig, who's my sister's keeper, who's doing training in Atlanta, across the country, empowering our women to defend themselves. That's not cheap. She has to travel. She needs resources, ammo. Companies need to provide the money, the resources for us to continue to do the things that we need to do to empower ourselves and our community. And the only way they're going to do that, man, is if we demand it as a collective. And I can tell you, we do. And there have been entities that we have not worked with. And John probably hates me because of some of the entities he really wanted to work with. But we got a line. And we're not crossing the line. And I think you have to make that very, very clear. And again, if we do that as a collective, man, I think we would have even more power in our demands as we're working with these entities. Firearms industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Yes, they pay some content creators who, in my opinion, are quite mediocre. I'm just being honest with you. Way more than what they would pay the average Black content creator who is, again, getting 500,000 views. I mean, you got some of these guys, man, who started in a year, almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I mean, that is amazing when you think about it. And so when I look at their content and I look at what they're doing, I'm like, man, they should have a camera crew, but you need resources for that. And so then I started to think, well, are these entities not giving them the money so that they can build up the resources to do these types of things? They probably aren't, but we got to change that dynamic.
Yeah. You know, just to piggyback off of what he said, one of the important things too is that we all need to get on that same page, to be honest, because those of us that are not on that page, that are accepting, you know, these little handouts to create phenomenal content and sell these products to their communities, they're actually hurting this effort for all of us to get compensated the way that we should. So everybody needs to kind of adopt that same school of thought and push forward with that, because like Sherm said earlier, you just have to know your worth and we have to know our collective worth.
Absolutely, man. I agree 1,000%, man.
Yeah.
Man,
what's your opinion on us figuring out as a collective our worth together? Because I understand group economics, I understand how that works. What's your opinion on how do we fix that? How do we bridge that gap? What's your opinion on it?
That's a good question. So a couple months ago, John and I actually talked about this, and we haven't moved on this yet. We thought about bringing all of the biggest Black content creators, some of the smaller guys who are upcoming, and we wanted to sort of host like a 1 day or a 2 day type of event to talk through these types of things, to create that strategy, that plan to figure out. So I'll give you a prime example. When NAACP was being started, some white folks helped, of course. A lot of the Black thinkers at the time, they came together and they started figuring out, all right, what is it going to take money-wise? What's the strategy going to look like? How many offices do we need? Who are the key individuals here and there that we're going to need to be able to have sustainability over time? And they literally mapped all of that out. And so when John and I talked about this a couple months ago, I said, bro, we got to do something similar. We need a day or two to that question where we bring everybody together. There are going to be some differences. Maybe some people don't like each other. We got to clear all of that and say, hey, guys, this is going to be our roadmap as a collective moving forward. So whether it's a SIG, it's a Staccato, it's a Glock, it's a Daniel Defense, it's a whomever, Sansico, whomever, we're going to say, hey, we want to work with you. We know you're working with so-and-so, but here are our list of demands. Here are the things that we need as a collective or I as an individual as a part of this overall group to be successful. And I think that strategy has to be a 2, 3, 4, 5 year plan. And we've talked about it. We haven't moved on it yet because of rains and other things, but I got a feeling we're going to go back to it. But that, to me, to answer that question, is a starting point for us to begin to build out those things. We have a lot of lawyers. We got military guys. We got political guys. We got guys who are good with accounting and numbers. We have everybody we really need to build out that organization. It's just a matter of getting everybody together in the same room, under the same roof, at least for a day or two. And then you got to have the follow-up, because we can come together and we say, all right, we're going to promise and dedicate ourselves to do all of these things. But then we got to make sure we have that continued follow-up to make sure that people are actually adhering to it.
I got that for you. We can start in June.
I'm with it. Seriously, we're with it.
Let's go.
We'll have everybody under one roof for at least 1 day.
Let's do it.
I mean, why not have a segment and we make something happen?
Yeah.
I mean, we should, man. I mean, think about Black Wall Street in Tulsa, which I know that's the only one that we really talk about, but there were so many versions of Black Wall Streets throughout the South, which aren't typically talked about a lot. If you know our history, then you would know this well, from South Carolina, from Florida to parts of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. I mean, there were quite a few of these. Tulsa just happened to be one of the more prominent ones today, but there were many of them. And when these formerly freed slaves who had children, offspring, who ultimately became educated, freed men and freed women, came together as a collective, they understood what the dynamics were of their time. And they also understood that if we're going to start these things, we got to have a strategy, man. Strategy is everything. I learned this from politics. If you don't have a strategy, it doesn't matter how good the damn ideas are. It doesn't matter how many people you have. It doesn't matter how much money you even have if there is no strategy of execution. So that's number one. But see, the difference is a lot of those places were targeted by white people. They were destroyed. And so the question has to be, if we do this, some people may not like it. So how do we, if those things were to occur, some people making it challenging, telling companies, oh, you shouldn't work with this person because we don't like their language, or we don't like the way they look, or this isn't a great representation of this company, which some of these entities do indeed say.
I've seen that firsthand.
We have to make sure that we can get through that type of targeting. And in the past, we weren't able to for a whole host of reasons, man. And I think today the dynamics are a bit different for us than they were 90, 100 plus years ago. And that has to also, that duopoly, that has to be a part of the thought process. All right, we got this plan, we got the strategy, we're all sticking to it. What happens though when some of these other creators or some of these entities are saying, well, I don't want to work with this person because they're not the best representation? The best representation for whom? For an audience that you clearly want to sell guns to? Yep. What do you mean they're not the best representation? Mm-hmm. And so we have to have the plans, the strategy, and we have to have that connectiveness that we need to stand behind individuals who some entities might say are critical. I mean, there have been times, man, where we've had meetings or conversations with people and like, well, you know, what do you guys think about this person? And I'll say, hey, you know, that's a different content than what we're creating, but that brother's killing it. Oh, wow, you guys, what the hell did you think? I'm going to throw this guy under the bus in front of you? I'm not going to do that. Mm-hmm. Exactly. We have to have that mindset, man. And I think sometimes I have found, just in general, just politics, because that's the best damn example I can give, because it's what I know. Sometimes some of us will get a little taste of power, get a little taste of success, and we forget those things. And I get it, because we don't always have it. When we do get it, it's like, shit, I've arrived. I don't want to lose this. I get it, man. Trust me, I get it. I've been at the highest levels. I get it. And even with that, you just got to have that mindset of like, you know what? Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah, we're killing it. Yeah, we're crushing it. But what about everybody else? We're not enough. What about everybody else? And I think as long as we have that mindset as we're doing this thing, as we're building that strategy, we will make ourselves so insular enough where we can protect ourselves from the entities that are saying, well, we don't want to work with this person, or we don't like that. Well, we're going to say, then you can't work with any of us. Yeah. It is what it is.
No, that's deep, brother.
Yeah.
That is deep. Who else is out there?
But I like this, man. I really hope this June thing, I want to come to this. I really want to try to figure this out because I think it's needed. There's enough people that would like to see us divided. And I don't think we do ourselves any service when we do it to ourselves, regardless of the differences. We got to look at what the bigger goals are for us as a collective of people, whether that's with guns, whether it's with education, whether it's with politics, whether it's in a whole host of other issues that I know this isn't really about. But we have to start changing our mindset, man. We got to start thinking like this is a game of chess. This isn't checkers. This is chess. And we didn't write the rules to the game. But it doesn't mean we can't learn to play the damn game as good as other people. And we can. We've done it before.
Talk, man. I'm gonna go and vote for you. I don't know.
Right. What else is your
Hey, man.
You got my vote.
I've been telling him.
I don't know.
I've been telling him, bro. I've been telling him. I'm like, look, man, you know, whenever he gets real sensitive about certain things that he may or may not want to do on the channel or say on the channel, I'll be like, you know what? You good, bro. Because we need you for later. Okay, we need you because that moment of truth is gonna come, and we need all your accoutrements intact.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get back to that word. I am not letting this live end. I'll get back to that because he said it in a passionate moment of his speech, and we got to go back to it. But before we do that, we got to do something else, fellas. We got to do this. This is important.
Ladies and gentlemen, And welcome to 5 on the Fly, where we ask our guests 5 random questions with no right answer. So sit back and let's have some fun.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
All
There
right,
it is,
man.
gentlemen.
Right.
What's popping? What's popping? How
That's
y'all
my
feel?
buddy right here,
What it
man. My
do?
fly family.
What's
That's
going on,
Billy. Y'all
Billy?
meet Billy.
What up, Bill?
Everything's
Bill?
well, man.
Hey, nice to
Everything's-
meet you, man.
Nice to meet you. You guys are sharp, man. You guys, I didn't even want to do it no more. I was just like, wow, you know what? Just go ahead.
Hey, look
I
how
usually
clean the
don't do the
camera is.
midterm thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and
Remind me to add an award at the next RGAs for the cleanest camera to ever come through the line.
that's
They got it. They got it. There's never been a camera cleaner than theirs.
Nope.
Man, I'm telling you, sharp. Well, all right. So we are going to do something called 5 on the Fly, where I'm going to ask you 5 questions, no right answer, no wrong answer, just your quickest, cleanest opinion.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Let's go.
Jay-Z or Jadakiss?
Jay-Z.
Hove.
Come on, man.
Hove.
I think you could have
Come
did
on,
better
bro.
with that one, bro.
Man.
I feel like you could have did. I feel like you could have did better with that one, bro.
You sure? All right, here we go. Red Lobster biscuits or Olive Garden bread?
Red Lobster biscuits.
Get lots of biscuits.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Y'all in
Come
sync.
on, man.
I think I have to go. I think I have to go with the biscuits too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm with 'em.
Life or Friday?
Uh-oh.
Friday.
Life for me.
Come on, man.
Friday.
You all right? You all right down there?
Life.
No, John said Friday.
Friday.
Oh.
Wait, for Friday,
Friday, dog.
Friday is a good movie,
Man,
but I'll
life,
tell
come
you,
on, man.
if I got to choose between the two movies, I love Friday. It's a funny movie. But if I had a criticism of Friday, I do not like the characterization of black people in Friday. That's why I chose Life.
I get you.
All right, there we go. DC. Hey, man, look, that's that accoutrement answer that you're gonna get from Sherman, the White House. Okay, I'm gonna give you the answer coming from Opelousas, Louisiana, Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, he definitely in the White House because I keep looking at the paintings. I feel like I've seen them
At the White House. Man, you might have got them from the White House, but we can't say that. Let's not say that.
It is what it is. We're gonna go. Keep it going, Billy.
They
What
got
we got?
Secret Service knocking on
All
my
right.
damn door, John. Come on, man.
This is a tough one. Jamaican beef patty or Philly cheesesteak?
Jamaican beef patty.
Ooh, Philly cheese steak, man.
I hate Philly cheesesteaks. I absolutely hate them.
Ooh, Philly just got mad right there.
Sorry, Philly.
Yeah. Nah, I'm with Philly cheesesteaks, bro. Because there's so many diverse ways I've had a Philly cheesesteak. Like I've had a Philly cheesesteak in Philly. I've had Philly cheesesteaks in other places that's not like the one in Philly. So it's like, yeah, man, Philly cheesesteak.
John, is it still a Philly cheesesteak though?
It absolutely is. That's what they say on the menu. That's what it say on the menu, dog.
Usually we go with 5 questions, but I'm gonna give a bonus question. So this will be number 5 and number 6 will come after.
Bet.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No. A hot dog, first off, in my opinion, is an abomination.
Hot dog is a sandwich? Come on, man. Nobody really thinks that, right?
Yeah. Hot dog is an abomination, dog. I don't even.
He about to kick all us off.
You know what? Look, for anybody who likes hot dogs,
dog
you
is
can
a
watch that Netflix documentary on a hot dog, man. You won't eat a hot dog again.
Hey, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Hot dog is an abomination. Somebody
I'm
tell
good
me
on
one
that.
ingredient. Tell me one ingredient in a hot dog other than the hot dog.
Nobody knows, John. That's the point.
Exactly.
Nobody
That's what I
knows.
said. Hot dog is an abomination, bro. Stop it. Stop it.
This might be one of the deepest.
Somebody said sandwich. Yeah, bro. The hot dog ain't a sandwich, though, bro.
Bread and meat. All right, so listen, the last question. We always leave to our host, Mr. RGG. Go ahead, take it away.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. About this.
First of all, let me tell you something. Don't fuck this one up.
Billy, man, how you gonna try to?
Okay. Let's get to it then, because I need to know, man. First of all, I'm gonna need both of y'all because there's 2 of y'all. This is the first time we had to ask the question to 2 people at once. So first, y'all got to answer the first part because it's a 2-part question. Do y'all eat grits?
Yes.
Yeah, man. We're from the South.
From Louisiana.
From the South. Sherm
Yeah,
from
we're
the
both
South.
from Louisiana.
Jay Keys from the South. All right, bet. What y'all put on y'all grits?
Butter.
Butter,
Salt,
man.
pepper.
I mean, and when I was younger, I used to put sugar on my.
Did he just fall off because he said that craziness? Did he
This
just
is
fall
the
off
thing,
the
bro.
broadcast because he said that craziness?
I got this in my hand. So this is the thing.
Wait, did you boot him, bro?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, look,
You got booted,
man.
No sugar on
Let me
grits.
tell you, I have no problem kicking anybody out. This is the thing, man.
Yeah.
You
Bro.
don't put sugar. Let me bring Sharon back.
Kids like sweets. It makes perfect sense for me as a kid. To
No,
like
sir.
No.
Hey, bro, you might as well put a hot dog in your grits, bro. You tripping.
Yo, how'd you vote him in and then voted him out 2 minutes later? Damn.
Oh,
Come
my
on,
man.
You know,
Hey, dog,
look, they said, you know what I got to start doing when people say, because this is the second time this happened. You say butter, and then there's a pause. I should have just stopped it right there. Okay, butter, we good to go, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, you know what? Look, I will say this. If I had to compare it, I mean, I'm older now, so I don't put sugar in my grits. But I will say this. If I had to choose from a health perspective, sugar or grits, I'm going to go with sugar. Or sugar over butter. Because the butter, I mean, leading cause of diabetes, sugar can be sweet. You can put a little bit in it. With butter, no matter how much you put in it, it's problematic if I'm comparing the two. So I just want to put that out there.
That is
Hey, bro, I'm gonna just tell you right now.
Technical grit answer we have ever had.
Hey, look, I'm just you said, look, fat guy, look, that's what I deal with all the time, bro. I be like me and Sharon be debating, and I will know my answer is right. But at the end of that conversation, I will be second guessing my answer, and then he gotta come back. And it's usually like the next day, and he'll be like, yeah, no, John, you know, I gave it some thought, and you know, maybe you were right. And I was like, man, I know I was right, man.
Hey, that reminds me of somebody.
Politician in me, man.
Somebody.
You know, this and this whole discussion has been going so amazing. You know, 5 on the fly can make or break an evening.
Damn, for sure.
Hey, Lady Wick say just stop asking them questions.
Oh, you know what? That's a good question. Somebody just asked, does anyone put cheese in their grits anymore? I still do that. I love cheese in my grits.
Yeah,
Cheese is okay. Cheese good, bro.
I got a philosophy. It depends on what time of day you're eating it.
Oh no, it's never no
That's
time.
why-
Nah, bro. Hey, bro, you trying to turn your grits into oatmeal, bro?
That's what it is. It's cream of wheat.
Yes,
Like
cream
you
of wheat.
trying to turn it into oatmeal, man. That's two different things.
Don't like it.
He said,
Y'all
I
know
hate
Lady
when
Wick
people
put
put
sugar on
on
the
the grits.
Nah, dog.
No sugar on no grits. There's no good time of day to put sugar on grits. No.
Nah, dog. Mm-mm.
Well, I think if you're a kid, it's excusable. That's my position.
Nah, you ain't raising him right. I'm raising my son right. He can't put no sugar on no grits.
Hey, man, I'm saying, like, I've never even tasted it.
My parents, they tried to associate those types of rules and instill those rules in the house, but I kind of always did my own thing. It didn't quite work out.
So wait a minute, Sherm, you just put sugar in your grits by yourself?
No, most people that put sugar on their grits.
I said, did you put sugar in your grits by yourself?
And their fingers crooked.
Of course, I didn't care what my parents said. I'm gonna do my own damn thing. It's independent spirit.
That's crazy, bro.
Man.
Word. I'm just watching what I say. So
Everybody,
I don't say,
that's the thing, and you know, I could have guessed this though, because Sherm, the first brother to come on, you know, he sounded like he could tell us the weather and everything going on in Washington all at the same time. I should have knew it, bro, because people that put sugar on their grits are always different. It's like left-handed people, or their fingers crooked, or a toe missing. It's something about people that put sugar on their grits, man. It's just something about them. But I'm not here to judge nobody. We all in this together. Tonight we're gonna let that slide because we got bigger fish to fry. All right. But Mr. Wilk said it, man. Shrimp and grits and eggs, fish and grits. That's a real country brother right there. Good old Mr. Wilk. Thank you, man. Thank you, Mr. Wilk. Damn it, man. You know what? We're taking the grits question out the lineup from now on.
Wow. We just got the grits question kicked out. Thank you, Sherm.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
That's
You never know how I'm gonna answer a question.
That's a fact.
You never know.
That's damn sure.
But before you answer any more questions, I know everybody's sick of hearing this, but let's go back to that word, accoutrement.
Accoutrement.
I need to find my pen.
Oh man,
I don't know how you spell that, Zach.
I'm gonna put it. I'm actually gonna put it in the live little text feed. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
The word of the year so far.
I'll put it in the chat right now for everybody to see it.
And RGG was doing so good with big words earlier today.
Man, I've been working on my big word game, but that one caught me completely off guard, man. That one got
accoutrement. There we go. Somebody just dropped it in there, right?
No, it's not accoutrement. It's accoutrement. It's a French. The root is a French word, John. It's not.
Oh,
yes.
So it's not with an ENT.
I'm gonna put
it's
it in.
no.
It just got deep.
Now this is just spelling that Google.
New York, this New York City. New York City is smart, man. GHG said, "Could you use it in the sentence?" We
playing Jeopardy now.
He's a very smart kid, but he reminds me a lot of myself. I think he struggles with words like that as well.
Now that's the spelling that Google just gave me when I asked.
Oh, it's
that's correct. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, dog, that look like accoutrements.
Right. It doesn't look like
okay. Well, John, when you take some French, then you can tell me how to pronounce the word.
I won't take French.
I appreciate it.
Me too.
I don't know, man. That was dope. The way he said it. I'm gonna go back. I don't even rewatch my own lives. I'm gonna go back.
Got that all day, bro.
I know the word. I wasn't surprised by the word. I mean, it's accoutrement.
Zach, stop.
Yeah.
I've
never said accoutrement. That's the thing. I've always said accoutrement.
I appreciate that, man.
Get Zach.
My confession
right now.
My confession.
Somebody come in here with a dope ass word, he already knew it. You
don't even know uses those words.
I use those words. I talk to you damn near
every day, bro. I ain't never heard you say
Billy. Why you lying, Billy? Why you lying?
No, I said
have you ever said that word?
I don't know what's wrong with him. You know what? Those words he blocks them out automatically. I be absorbing them.
He ain't never said that word. Nobody ever said that word.
Ain't no
you the man. Ain't nobody else ever said that word.
Boy, that boy Eddie said he didn't have that word in public school.
I heard that word on 40-year-old virgin. That was the first time I ever heard that.
That's a fact.
Hey, bro, they didn't have that word in my public school neither.
I mean, hey.
Yo, let me ask y'all a question. Because I saw it in the chat. I can't remember. I saw like maybe about 45 minutes ago. Somebody had asked about you guys having any
thank you, brother.
thoughts or favorite a way to teach the children. Is there a youth program in the future, or do you guys pay attention to that type of stuff? Competition shooting for children?
I already asked that question. I think they said like maybe there should be a scholarship program for young competition shooters. We thought, I don't know, John, when was this? A couple months ago, we were going to try to partner with the city of DC.
It wasn't a couple months ago. It was literally in our first year. In our first year, we were going to. In our first year, I was talking with one of the directors of DC Parks and Recs, and we were supposed to meet and put together a curriculum that included de-escalation, firearms fundamentals, marksmanship. We were going to cover all of that. And it's just one of those things, man. When you're dealing with the government, things just they take forever, and sometimes they die on the vine. And that's one of the things that I'm not going to say is died on the vine, but I think that we'll have more leverage going in that conversation when we revisit it, which we will, because that is a part of our overall contribution to the community. Is really reaching the youth. And I mean, we've already done that. So like, for example, in our first episode of season 2 on the Warrior Poetry Society Network, that was all about us getting our feet wet in the training aspect, right? And we did a group session and we did a private session. So in the private session, I brought one of my boy Chisel, one of his family members' son, when he turned 11, he wanted a range day. So he went to the range for his 11th birthday. I met him there, and the dude was so passionate about having some type of career that involved firearms, whether it be law enforcement, military, or some type of competition shooting or anything. So I took him for his first private lesson. And man, kids are like sponges, man. I mean,
Yeah.
they pick these things up so much faster than adults who has like bad habits to break or stigmas in their mind. They have no fear. So if you put them in the right situation and give them the right guidance, man, they are indeed the future. So yes, without question, a youth program is in the future for Guns Out for sure.
And you know, to expound upon that, I mean, the importance of it, we see a lot of violence in our communities. We can be honest about that, and a lot of people like to point to certain things for it. And you know, look, I think one of the reasons for that is that we need to sort of redirect that energy. We got to figure out a way to gather our young boys before they become young men and ultimately men, and sort of redirect how they deal with certain situations. And so I think one of the positive things about having a youth program is that you can hopefully avoid some of that stuff, you give those young guys something to look forward to, pair them with mentors who can sort of help guide them. Hey, there's a better way to deal with something when it doesn't go your way, or hey, there's a better way to do things versus getting involved with the wrong people, because those consequences can ruin the rest of your life, ruin your family's life, ruin the lives of other people. And so I think, you know, again, as we approach certain things, we always try to think about the long-term impact, right? How can we have the greatest impact over time? And so if there's anyone out there in the chat that has thought about this, man, shoot us a freaking email. We'd love to talk about it, to try to build something out. Started in DC, started in a couple other places to figure out how we can make that difference. But I'm almost certain cities would like it. Again, DC reached out to us about this. Like John said, politics can be crazy. I'm sure we'll have that conversation again in the future. But everybody's trying to figure out how to deal with some of these problems. And I think we're probably the best people to find a solution to the problem, especially us as Black men. I don't think women can deal with the young men, boys issues. My grandfather used to always say, a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man. Only a man can do that. And so we kind of really need to step up and do what we can in that regard.
That's a fact.
Hey, GHG,
Agreed.
that's what an exquisite, and not a. What an exquisite conversation.
You done turned this into English class, sir.
No. I just
English,
learned
French
that
class.
myself. So I just don't want, you know, we just talking about the youth, and I
Yeah.
want to make sure
That the
my
youth get
young
it right.
brother is getting it right. So, and exquisite conversation. But you're absolutely right, brother. This is an amazing conversation.
You know, someone, Mr. Wilk just said, don't forget about the Choppa community, Mark Choppa. So that's so funny, because I have a friend she's young, but she's really trying to figure out her way in politics. And I want to say maybe a month ago, John, correct me if I'm wrong on my time, and I have so much shit going on, I just blur everything. But she reached out. She was like, I went to Mark Choppa's range and I got a chance to shoot, and I met some really cool
that's
people.
right. That's right. Yeah,
And I
you told me
asked her, like, I was like, well, what was it about? Tell me about it. How was the experience? And she was like, there were a lot of young people there, especially a lot of young boys, a lot of teenage boys. And she was it left a really solid impression on her. And I told John, I was like, man, you know, we got to do something with Mark Choppa at some point, because what this guy is doing is having an impact. And I'm all about having an impact. To me, everything you do has to make some type of a difference in somebody's life. And here's a guy who's right in Maryland, who is making a difference in people's lives. And you don't know the impressions that Mark Choppa is leaving on these young women, on these young boys, who maybe they'll go to college, maybe they'll go and do something else. But that experience is something that they will take with them wherever they go in life. And you don't know what struggles they may go through, right? What issues they may deal with their families, what issues they may deal with on the workplace. But the perseverance that it takes to learn how to shoot well, the patience that it takes, the time that it takes to learn and be educated, to really enjoy and flourish in shooting a gun efficiently and effectively, those are transferable skill sets. And so to Mr. Wilk, no, man, we cannot forget about what Mark Choppa is doing, because he's having a meaningful, lasting impact that I am almost certain, if we could go to the future 20 years from now, the young men, the young women that he's working with will say, yeah, I remember that experience, and it's taught me X, Y, and Z things. That's the type of impact we want to have. That has to be our goal as we move forward for all of us. So shout out to Mark Choppa.
We gave Choppa our first ever Boots on the Ground award at the RGH this year. So just recognizing what he's doing out there, and I think that we have to follow suit in other cities. To try to do some things, if not the same, similar. Dope brother though, man. So shout out to Mark Choppa for sure.
Yeah.
Now, real talk, we actually going to be reaching out to him this week. We work with this guy G9 Rambo out in Indian Head. He has an amazing outdoor range. Black Alpha Tactical is his company. They do a lot of training and whatnot, and even some competition shooting stuff. And he has a relationship with Mark. And like I was telling RGG, I like to get introduced to people, through a referral, because at the end of the day, you don't know who you're dealing with when you get introduced to somebody, or somebody just comes up to you. So at the end of the day, a referral just it makes that initial conversation you can be that much more meaningful in that initial conversation. That's what we really want. So I actually got Mark Choppa's number today, so I'm going to be reaching out to him, or we will be reaching out to him this week. We definitely want to see if he could pull up at Range Day and see what other things we could do to collab in this area, because like Sherm said, yeah, he's definitely been making a lot of noise. He has a lot of people, rallying behind him and his whole Choppa community movement, and that's the type of inclusion we need, without question.
I mean, even the Washington Post. I mean, I haven't written a column in a long time because I've been having some crazy mental block. But typically, I write pretty regularly for the Washington Post. I mean, they did an amazing piece on Mark Choppa, other people who shoot with him, Black women and gun ownership, and Washington Post is a pretty serious newspaper organization. If they write a story, they're not going to write a story on anybody. I can say this as a writer who writes opinion columns for them. And so when you start to spark that type of interest, that means you're doing something right, man. And so, look, I believe in giving people their credit, and I think he has a very unique way in his approach. And it's clearly resonating with a lot of people, and I freaking love it. So, like I said, man, shout out to that guy, and I hope we get a chance.
Choppa right out there right now. What up, Choppa?
What up, Choppa? Hey, dog, look at that, boy. We done manifested him up, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Say his name
Choppa
3 times, boy.
In the building.
I was gonna say you ain't got to call him; he'll show up.
Hey, what's real? Hey, after looking at his content, bro, I believe it for real.
Yeah.
All right, Choppa, you got to come on in the live. You in here now, man. And anybody else that may have any questions or may want to pop in and ask Jay or Sherm anything, right now we got them. These guys are busy. We don't know when we're going to be able to get them again. We'll get them again.
Oh, for sure. Come on, man.
But, right now we got them here, man. Let's talk. Let's chop it up.
Sherm, I want to know how you feeling about the political climate for the midterms in terms of our 2A rights. How's it looking?
Man, see, I was really trying to avoid getting too much.
I'm about to go put a pizza in the oven.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while.
I know who you are. I'm interested in it. A lot of people out there interested in how you feel about the midterms.
This is what I think. I mean, clearly, and I know people in our community have very strong views about Republicans. I understand the reasons why. I also think that we, with a blank check, put a lot of our support, a lot of our trust and expectations with Democrats. I don't think that's smart. You don't have to like Republicans. You can despise Republicans, but from a disposition of power and strategy, we need to have influence on both sides. So I'll say that first. With that said, I mean, man, look, I am concerned that there are some people on a certain political side of a certain ideological bent who want to remove certain firearms. And I do not think that that's in the best interest of Black people. I mean, we, greater than any other group of people in this country, people say, well, why are you a conservative? I always say that I think Black people are, perhaps if I were to point to a real example of conservatism from contextualized paper to real life, I would point to Black people. The root word of conservatism is to conserve. We've had to conserve everything when you think about our existence in this country. And so removing firearms, whether it's ARs, whether it's limiting the type of magazines an individual can have, in my view, puts us at a significant disadvantage. Because guess what? There's a certain group of people that already maintains and owns the majority of those things. So unless you're going to remove those things from all of those people, we should never give up our right to own and bear arms. And so with that said, I think that we as a group of people need to be very clear with Democrats. We get the concern and people say, well, what about Black on Black crime? And that if we take these guns away, then less Black men will kill themselves. That's because of opportunity. That's because of education. So if you really want to help us fix those things, help us create more opportunity. Help us foster better schools for our kids with the resources that they need so that they can compete in a very technically global society today where other people have the resources and we do not. Look at places like Baltimore where you have kids graduating but reading on a first grade level. How in the hell is that possible? And yet Democrats are mostly controlling that. And I'm not trying to point to one side or the other. I'm simply trying to say we have to have an expectation of accountability for political leaders. And so am I concerned about it? I am. And I think that we as a people need to say, look, we want a right to bear arms, and we're going to do everything we can to demand that right. When you think about civil rights, for an example, we think about Dr. King. I went to Morehouse. I love Dr. King. Dr. King is our greatest alumnus. He did a lot for Black people, but so did Malcolm X. But what people don't talk about are the deacons of defense. How many people know that there would not have been a successful civil rights movement were it not for the deacons of defense? A bunch of Black veterans who got together, who used firearms to say, if you don't go this route, then you will be met with violence. That scared the hell out of white people. So they said, well, hell, we'd rather deal with Martin Luther King and his peaceful nonviolence stuff than to deal with these guys. Right. And so that there's a history there in this country that we don't know, many of us, that we should know. And so again, remove firearms. Who's going to be the first people who could potentially become victimized by whether it's law enforcement or some other entity of the government? It's us. We were the first before, we'll be the first again. I have no intentions on allowing any person to make me a victim, and none of us should. And so the right to bear arms, I think, is important, man. I'm concerned about it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere anytime soon, but I am concerned that too many people in our community are ceding that right away to one political party. And if we do, it will be to a great disadvantage to Black people. I'll say this really quickly. Ronald Reagan, he was governor of California, and the Black Panthers used to open carry guns. People wonder why we don't have open carry all over the place anymore. The NRA, nothing against the NRA, and I actually tweeted them about this, and they deny that this is true, although there are a whole lot of books written by Black authors that say that this was indeed the case, pressured then California Governor Ronald Reagan to remove the ability to carry guns in the open. Why? Because they were afraid of these scary Black people. I mean, there's a huge history of both sides, to be quite frank, of people being afraid of our ability and rights to bear and carry arms. We should be very wary of any political side, of any political individual, whether it's a Republican or Democrat, who's trying to limit that right, not because of the concern with non-Black people, but because of what it means for us. So that's my answer to that question.
Mark Choppa.
Great answer.
Hey, what's up?
Mark,
Sorry, guys. This is way past my bedtime.
What up,
I ain't here, man.
You talking about you in the bed, man?
Bro, my man in the bed.
I just want to say, man, I appreciate you, brothers, man. I definitely, I love my flowers, man. I love some flowers.
Man.
All right?
For sure.
And
you deserve it, brother.
all you guys, man, y'all been contributing to the movement, man, and you guys have my support 110%, man, for sure. So
Definitely.
Likewise, bro. Likewise.
yeah,
Definitely have ours, man. Absolutely. I think you're doing some powerful, impactful stuff, man.
thank you, man. Thank
Keep
you,
making
brother.
history, Chopper.
Yeah, we all making history, man. It's just such a beautiful thing. Everyone's on one accord. It's like we know the mission. Everyone knows what needs to be done.
Yeah.
And we all have different styles of getting the message across. So
Eddie Tactical want to know what type of headboard that is you got.
That's Puerto Rican right there. That's Puerto Rican.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna let you slide, but he
Boy,
he gonna let you slide, bro.
yeah, my wife. I do have a wife.
House.
I have a wife, guys. I have a wife. You know, she does the decoration. I don't do no decorating.
He made history tonight, though. He came in the bed with no shirt on. He made history, bro.
He making history. One way or another.
Hey, look, yeah, I definitely wasn't getting out of bed, man.
No, I appreciate you stopping through, my brother.
Yeah, I had a pretty long day, man. But I definitely wanted to tap in, man, and just tell you guys thank you, man.
Keep doing your
Yeah, Mark, we definitely, Mark, want to reach out to you, man, and do some stuff with you. I mean, you're right here. We've been talking about it for a while now. I think what you're doing is definitely having a lasting impact where it needs to. And that's really, really important. We got to come. We got to do a show on you. We got to do an episode. We got to highlight what you're doing to get that message out to more people, man. And we got to make it look nice. We got to make you look nice. We got to bring that sort of that TV side to it. Yeah. We got to get together. You're doing stuff that people like to say we aren't doing, but we are. We need to highlight that.
Yeah. And I mean, your story is impeccable, bro. Like legit. And I think that's something that hasn't received enough eyes and enough ears to know exactly like how far you've come and what's motivated you to do the things that you're doing. So that's definitely something that we're going to put into the project for sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, we definitely have.
I'll definitely, because you guys are local.
Yeah.
We're right here, man.
I just seen a message from you guys. Matter of fact, about 20 minutes ago. And yeah, I'm down. I'm down for the collab. Whatever, like I said, whatever you guys need from me. I definitely need to get you guys my personal number. Because I my DMs be crazy, man. I try to respond when I can.
John.
I already knew it. I already knew it.
When John DM'd you, I said, John, has Mark replied yet? And he was like, no. I waited a couple days. John, has Mark replied yet? No. I'm like, oh shit, have you not seen our message?
Your Instagram was disabled for a while, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was disabled for like a month.
Yeah, man. So I'm pretty sure we follow all three of them. It's like Mark Choppa TV, and the Choppa community. And so we reached out to whatever the main one was. I don't remember if it was the TV one or just the Mark Choppa. I think it was just the Mark Choppa one. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of figured it was something going on with that. But again, like I said, once we talked to my man over there in Indian Head, we was like, look, man, just connect us, bro, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go straight to source. But I'm glad it finally happened, man. And
he hit me up.
Look at this.
He hit me up. He hit me up about 20 minutes ago, man.
Yeah,
somebody look at this. Somebody look at this.
It's make it happen right here. This is amazing, man. I'm listening to Brother Sherm sitting in the White House.
How come my phone is?
Come on, man.
These guys got their own TV show. And Mark Choppa so big, they can't even get in touch with him. He got a million of them. Hey, Eddie, we living, boy. We call Chop up, get him on the phone. Chop, I'm calling you tomorrow to say nothing. I'm just gonna call this phone tomorrow and be like, "What's up, bro? I hope you're having an amazing day, man." Good to be able to get superstars on the phone, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, it's nothing but love, dog.
All day, man. Hey, Choppa, a humble dude. A great guy, man. I appreciate what he's doing out there in the DMV. That's why we had to acknowledge him. I appreciate what you brothers doing, man. There's so much love out here. This thing right here, the way it be happening is the way I always envision it. And I'm just proud to be a part of it, man.
Man. Me too. That's how I feel.
Nah, agreed, man.
I don't even know how I got here. You know what I mean? I just it's like your journey is your journey. We here for a reason. For a reason. Everything that I'm sure we all been through things. It definitely prepared us for this very moment.
In fact, man, let's keep doing what we're doing, man. This is crazy, man. It's a lot of power on this panel, a lot of power in this chat. Let's just keep it up, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
We gotta do, man. So that's it for me. Anybody else got anything from for Guns Out TV, or we got Mark Choppa before you go to sleep? If y'all got any questions, we gonna put
Besides Eddie, I don't want no comments. I'll take any questions, but not from Eddie. Tactical.
You already know that's gonna be the first one.
Yo, real talk. Hey man, look, if nobody else has anything else to say, I just want to throw one more plug out there for Range Day, because it's going to be an amazing event. We're giving away a whole lot of stuff just for people that RSVP and let us know that they're coming, because at the end of the day, we just want to make sure that we got enough stuff and things for people to enjoy. And a lot of different manufacturers and entities have jumped on board to create a really dope prize package. And we're not just giving all the prizes to one person. We're giving away prizes until there aren't any more prizes. So that means there's a whole bunch of people that can win. So that's just our way of giving back to the community. So we'd appreciate it if you're in the area, stop through. If you're traveling, you want to do it, let's do it. We'd love to have you for sure.
Man, I'm gonna try to put some things together to pull up, man. I'm really, and I know this is gonna sound fat, but I'm really trying to get to that mamba sauce. We're gonna do all the community stuff and all the networking, bro. But
RSVP at gunsoutTV.com.
So yeah, gunsoutTV.com. So Mark, I know you have an event coming up, man. I mean, we'd love to come. Because your event, I want to say, is probably 5 or 6 days before ours.
Yeah, Chopper Day.
Hold on, man.
So
I'm
we
gonna
love to
pull
come,
up
man.
the calendar right now. Let me pull up
Chopper
the
Day.
calendar to
Chopper
make
Day is
sure.
9/11.
Let me see. I think we here, Sherm. Let me look.
RGG, you missed last year. You
No,
said you
man.
was coming this year.
I'm trying everything in my power. And then y'all got 2 events back to back. I ain't never been to the DMV. I know damn well. I keep telling you, I'm still a regular gun guy. I can't get there twice. The freaky deaky people done came.
I got him.
So we here?
Yeah, hey, yeah. So we here, man.
I'm glad.
yeah,
I'm
we-
glad that
we
we're
go.
starting to have these kind of events because, doing my like traveling and stuff. I've been to different machine gun festivals and especially the Kentucky Machine Gun Festival, and it's like 95% white people, probably 98%
Yeah,
white
that's
people.
usually how it is.
I went
It
with
is,
me and Black Rambo and my brothers. We were like probably like literally maybe like eight or 10 other black folk, and we're talking about thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
So just to start having our own, so for us by us, man. It's just a beautiful thing. We definitely definitely kind of catch up.
For sure.
It's happening,
Brother
man.
Kush.
What's up,
What up, bro?
Everything's good, bro. How you feel?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. I'm glad to
Kush
panel.
is the man behind the scenes.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
that's
sure
the
is.
muscle.
Oh, he sure is.
That's the muscle.
That's the man. That's the man collecting all our data.
Yeah. Shout out
That's
to
what Kush
man.
doing.
Collecting all our data.
Yeah,
This right here. Because of this right here.
I hate that I got that joke.
I firmly stand on.
Hey,
That's
Kush.
what's up.
Kush,
Kush, you coming to range day, right,
Kush?
Kush?
Yeah, I'll be at range day. I'll be at Mark's event.
Oh, bet.
I'll be
Very
traveling.
nice.
That's what I'm talking about, man. In about a year, I'm gonna be able to say stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be at the Guns Out TV range day. I'm just gonna stay in the DMV the whole damn week.
Yeah, yo.
That way I
Yo,
don't
you
miss
need to
nothing.
just do it. You need to just pull up.
Kush do what you want to do, man. Kush do what
Kush
you
out there.
want to
Hey,
do.
Kush, talk to your people, bro. I'm trying to get out to the DMV. I
I
know you know some people in high places.
See what I can do.
See what you can do, brother. Try to make it out there, man. These brothers got some amazing stuff going on, man. And I was joking earlier, man, but all jokes aside, man, y'all out there in the DMV doing some things, man. And it's a lot of you motherfuckers. That's the thing, like a lot.
This the heart of the movement.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of y'all. I can't even cap, man. I got to get out there. I got to get out there at some point, man. I got love for all of y'all. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. And y'all welcome to slide through here anytime. Y'all already know that, though. So.
Oh, we coming to Chicago, bro. That's done deal.
Oh, well, I was talking about through the live now, but you're welcome to come to Chicago.
We've already had some preliminary talks about that.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Let's do it. Choppa always.
I don't know if I'm coming in the wintertime though, man. That cold over there is different, bro. That's different.
No, that Chicago cold hit different, man.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
Hey, Choppa, I'm gonna need one of those minks you be rocking, dog. I'm gonna need one of them big boy coats you got, boy.
Man, that thing
you go
warm.
backwards in Chicago.
For real.
Yeah. Man, it get cold out there in the DMV too. Don't let them fool you, man.
Yeah, but not like Chicago.
Chicago cold, bro.
No,
sir.
No,
Nothing like it. Yeah, y'all right, man. I gotta get the hell out of Illinois eventually.
come to South Florida.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm coming.
No.
I'm
Chris
coming
DeCosta living in
to. I'm
South
coming to
Florida.
hang out with you, dog.
Y'all rich down there.
Coming out there. I'm
great.
coming out there for a week. Just to hang out with you, dog.
You know, it's always open invite, bro.
Listen, what's a lot of money on this panel, man? It's a lot of money. I keep looking at Sharon paintings. Hey, Choppa, he's the one behind him on the left, 50 bands.
Who?
you know, I probably
We don't even know
on
what it is.
live.
It's just a girl on the bike in the tree.
Right, it's a girl on a bike.
50 right.
Oh,
Damn it, Sharon.
Hey man, look, I've been asking him to gift me one of those for a minute too, man. He just
You have been, John. You have
he
been.
ain't try. I mean, look, man, I got real estate back here, man. I need some stuff on the walls, man.
That's a real nice setup you got over there. What is that? Are you in a
you never
nightclub?
did tell us what kind of floor though.
What kind of floor is that?
You never said it. You kind of brushed around that. What is that, man? That looked like some African brick or something. What you got there?
What is that, man?
Rug.
No, we need a close up. How do I zoom in? I need to zoom in your background.
Pitch the screen. Hey, hold on.
Hey, so
hold
look,
on.
man,
I know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
there we go.
Wow,
There we go.
Y'all ain't do that shirt, dog. That's crazy. You got the 50 rack painting back there, bro. But yeah, I just got some LEDs, dog. This is Hue lights. You can go to Home Depot and you can get these Hue lights, and that's what they do, bro.
Yep. I know who to get with now. You know who to get with.
Oh yeah.
That background, all I need to see.
Hey, look, their backgrounds look so cold. I thought they was green screening me. I thought they were green screening. They really in the room.
No green
Look at them, they really in the room. Yeah,
right. We'll go outside with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll go out the door if you need.
Is that alpaca? That rug?
Is that alpaca?
Come on, man.
That's genuine alpaca there, boy. We out there. Hey, man, y'all didn't tell me Guns Out TV, boy. They doing that thing out there.
Yeah, you gotta block that. You don't want
look,
that.
hey, Mark, you wasn't in here earlier when Sherm, he got a little heated. You know, he was talking, and sometimes brothers get to talking, that passion hit him.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, he
He
used
start
some
crying,
word.
didn't
I still don't know what the word is. But after he used that long word, he was like, and damn, these companies giving us these guns. I got plenty of money. I can get any gun I want.
Hey, speak for yourself.
I say,
Speak for yourself.
I'm so glad somebody else got to witness this in real time, man. Like
he
don't understand. I've been saying this on the channel for since the beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? Sure, pay for everything, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I do. Well, I will say I do work hard, man. I bust my ass off, and I do. I mean, I believe in hard work, and I believe in helping other people come along. But hard work eventually does pay off, man. And I want even to achieve even more heights, and I'm working my ass off to get there. But it is what it is, man. There was enough.
Listen,
brother. I'm gonna give you a hard time, man.
Hey, RGG, everybody on this live. I'm gonna just say this like real quick. I've never met a human being like Shermichael. I've been a part of a lot of businesses. I've been partners in a lot of startups, and I've always been the strongest link on the team. And partnering with Sherm, I've really just been introduced to a whole new level of professionalism and strategy and the things that I've learned about him and the things that he's done in his career. I mean, it's just absolutely impeccable. So when that time comes, if this man ever runs for office, I'm saying we all got to remember this moment, and we all got to show up and show out for real.
I already voted for him. I don't even know what he running for.
He's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? He's the real deal, and like I guard him like he's my son. You know what I'm saying? I guard him like that. I really make certain that we got to keep you 100, bro. Straight up.
I understand that totally.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, John.
You, man. I don't know what you're running for, but I'm gonna go and vote for you. He got my vote. I'm gonna say it on the live right now. He got me. Plus, I ain't never knew a brother named Shermichael, so that makes it. That was the name. The name had you was already in the league. So
I don't want to offend nobody, but somebody in the chat asked if y'all ever put a gun on layaway.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've done it.
No, Shermichael shaking his head. No,
Michael damn sure ain't put no.
He's like, nah.
I've done it. I do it because I buy multiple guns at a time. So I may
just put them on
I may dibble and dabble here, may put some money on this one, may put some money on that one, spread it out.
Tell him, Chopper. That's how you do it. A little bit here, a little bit there. That's right.
Hey Billy, I'm glad you decided to act right with all these prestigious brothers on the live.
Hey man,
because usually when Billy when he leads,
y'all looking a little bougie now.
Yeah, man. Hey, look. Usually when Billy,
I don't care how much money I got, I go to the thrift store.
Chopper, you got diamonds in your headboard, sir. I'm just
You got
saying.
diamonds in the headboard. He
You
ain't
got
lying on
diamonds
yourself.
in your headboard,
It's a
sir.
fancy ass
And
headboard
I
you got
feel
there.
like that's a good couple ounces of gold in
Yeah,
your neck.
I think
That ain't no regular king size.
I guess
That's
I
a
should never
California
called y'all
king.
bougie. I
California
apologize.
king right there.
No, you was right, but everybody right. You was right about the bougie, and they were right about the diamonds in the headboard. I was worried about Billy though, because usually when he start talking, if he say like, "Hey, I don't want to be a douchebag," that usually means he about to be a douchebag.
You better be a
He said, "I don't
douchebag.
want to offend nobody." I just knew he was finna offend somebody, but
I don't want you to get mad when I ask
didn't
you,
that
but
time.
Am I the only brother that put a gun on layaway?
No,
Hell
hell
no,
no.
Wait,
hell
what you
you're
mean?
not.
Let's throw some L's up in the
That's
chat.
right. Heavyweight
Yeah,
game
some
over
L's
I
here,
don't know no
man.
other
y'all.
way about it. I haven't figured. That's why I'm trying to listen. The next time I negotiate any deals with any of these companies, I'm gonna get Sherm on the phone with me to help me facilitate it. I figure if I can let him help me, talk it out a little bit, it's gonna work. They're gonna give me whatever we need.
We'll figure it out. I can
Now
guarantee
ain't
you.
nothing. We don't want no damn free gun. I need
Hey,
the
man.
gun in the bag with it. Don't
Right.
I've been
damn
telling
disrespect.
Cheryl we need to start a Guns Out consulting agency.
Hey, wait a minute now. Hold on. Let me get in before y'all start. I ain't gonna be able to afford that. Before y'all do it that way. Let me get in now before y'all start that. No, it's all good, man. My time is that actually coming to an end, man. Creeping up on the 2 hours. I can't thank you, brothers, enough, man.
This was awesome.
Y'all got to
I mean,
be important. Y'all got
No,
Choppa
it
to
was.
come through while he was in the bed, man. That's
Yeah. No, I got a couple text messages saying I was getting some flowers and I had to come grab my flowers. RGG, I love my flowers. I take
yeah, man.
trophies, flowers.
You don't look like the flowery type guy, But
Hey, man,
it
give
is
me
what
my
it is, man.
flowers
Don't never
while I'm
judge a
still
book by its
here.
cover, man.
I feel that.
No, but I definitely just wanted to come show y'all some love, man, for sure.
Appreciate
No, we
it, bro.
appreciate
And
that,
I'm
man.
putting the 17th, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Yeah, I'm putting that on my calendar.
Yeah, Mark, we'll send you the details, man, and send us the details to your event. We definitely want to come, and we need to figure out probably soon when you got some time for us to come do. I don't know. We probably need about 2 days, John, to do a whole episode on Mark, like a whole profile, background, history. Maybe the first day, and then the second day we can do Mark, with training with the youth and that focus. Talk with some of the youth to get their perspective on what they've learned, how that's changed their lives. So we really, Mark, want to do something good on you, man. Because like I said, I mean, when I saw that thing in the Washington Post, I was thoroughly impressed. I was like, man, this guy. I mean, you're getting a lot of people's attention and the right people, and that's important.
Yeah. Well, I try to get the message across to the youth, to our community, the best way. I feel like they can relate to me,
Yep.
And I try to use comedy. I try to do stuff to catch their attention because they're the future. You know what I mean? The youth is the future. And
Hey, can I say this real quick?
Yeah.
So when we start planning for the RGAs and the meetup and all that, we have a lot of conversations, and we did those special awards for you and a few other people. And the first award that came to mind, actually probably this past week, was the Boots on the Ground award. And we had somebody in mind, and a year is a long time, or the next 9 months is, and we said, is he doing what Choppa's doing?
Right.
And that was the comparison, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's deep. Actually, that that trophy is on my wall, man. That was
That's gonna be hard.
that was a real it was a moment. It was a moment for me, man. So thank you, RGG.
No doubt, brother. I appreciate it.
because we don't, one thing people don't realize is that not just me, but my wife, my kids, my team, we show up every single Sunday. We show up one day out the week, every single to dedicate our time to the community. And we don't really expect to get, recognized. But it's nice. It's nice to get recognized. And it was a special moment for me. So, and you did that for me, RGG. Even though I had the smallest.
It was small.
Award. Even though my trophy was this this big,
Don't
and
do me like that,
Twisters was this big. Nah, I'm just kidding, man.
No,
you
man,
know,
you know it was
I am
heartfelt,
grateful, brother.
I made sure that I needed to see that happen, because when brothers come from the environment that we come from, we didn't have that. We didn't have a Mark Chopper that was doing a chopper day in my hood.
That's why I did it. No one ever taught me about. I learned guns from off the street. I got my guns off the street. You know what I mean? I didn't even know we can get registered guns until I was 30 years old. That was 2 years ago. And I had plenty of guns, but I didn't have any permits for guns.
Yeah.
So
go on, tell on yourself. Go ahead.
Yeah, don't tell me.
But you know, guys, I just want to chime in here. And I know we're running out of time. I just want people, and I've been looking at the chat. I've been following it, reading all the comments. I really want people to truly unpack the significance and the importance of what Mark is saying, and how it should not be underscored. I mean, here's a guy who's had his own life experiences, maybe some positive, maybe some negative, but at the crux, the root, he's trying to help the youth in our community avoid the same mistakes.
Yep.
That level of wisdom, man, and circumvention. I just, you got to acknowledge that. You got to acknowledge that. And again, I'll be the first to say we all got unique ways. And Mark, you know, I hear you, bro, when you say I'm approaching this in a way that's going to attract their attention.
Yeah,
you got to reel them in first.
You got to reel them in first. Yep.
Before you get to the knowledge, and this is the proper way to do this, and this is you know how you avoid getting yourself in bad situations. And when you get pissed and angry about something, you can't go for the freaking gun. I mean, you got to get them in before you can go through any of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And not a lot of people can do that, man. I can't do that. They're not going to hear about goddamn accoutrements.
You say that in my neighborhood, boy, the freak's gonna come out.
But my point is, I love what you're doing, man. And when I first saw your stuff, I was like, wow, this is really, really cool. Because working in politics, so often, I hear a lot of stuff about people saying, well, what Black people aren't doing for themselves. And do we have a lot of areas we got to fix? Hell, yes, we do. We certainly do. But when there are people in our community who are making the difference, come on, you're doing this on your own dime with your wife, your kids. You guys could be doing your own thing on Sunday. You're not obligated to do this, but you are. And stuff like that, we got to support you. We got to support others who are doing it. We have to replicate it in other places across the country, because that's the stuff that makes a difference, man. I get so frustrated when I look at all these stats and all this data about what's going on in our community. I'm just like, man, what's the answer here? What's the answer to provide a solution to this problem? And I think, you know, replicating you and others, that's the solution, man. And so for me, I take this stuff serious at another level, because coming from politics, I see how policy is written. Yeah. I see the assumptions and presumptions that are made about us and how that impacts us over freaking generations, man. And so again, it may not be my approach, but I can't do what you can do. But I can, in politics, I can write the legislation that's going to have an impact on what you do. I can make sure the resources are getting to you and others who are doing what you're doing. And so it's that symbiotic relationship, man, that I just think is important. So that's my spill, bro. I've never met you, man, but like I said, I recognize what you're doing. I think you're having an impact. I think it's a positive one, because I am just tired of hearing about you guys aren't even taking care of your own community. Well, there are people who are doing that. We're just not giving them the attention. We're not giving them the attention, and we need to.
Yeah. Well, brother, I appreciate you, man, and we will meet soon, very soon.
Yeah, we're gonna do it, man. We're gonna have a good time.
I gotta get to the DMV. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yo, shout out to Kush, man. You a big muscle behind a lot of what a lot of us are doing, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Big
Kush. You got any words for us before we get out of here, man?
Yeah, man.
I just love the energy on the platform. You know, this is what I'm all about. I'm not on the hill, but I'm in these rooms and I hear the conversations, and I know what background I come from, and I know what I need to do to empower the community I come from. And, you know, similar story to Mark, I didn't know I could own guns legally until I was in my early 30s. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm all about this unity. This is the most powerful thing, is like-minded individuals working together. And so I'm on board all the way.
True that.
Sure, man. Shout out to Gun Camp, man. My guys, man.
Yeah.
Eddie been through here acting the fool tonight.
Lady Layaway was in the building.
Twister, Lady Layaway out there. I mean, JL Customs, Kosh, everybody.
Your show really done
it's
got
growing
pretty big.
It's growing, man. It's growing.
Yeah, it done got pretty big. Last time I was on here, it was about 3 people on here.
I was not expecting that.
We was sitting there talking to ourselves.
It's time to let Choppa take his ass to sleep now.
I just played, dog.
He's tired now, man.
No, but when I got on here, I said, dang, there's 200 dang people on this live.
Yeah, man. It's definitely been growing, man, organically. I thank the community every day, man, for holding me down. And
200 dope ass people, man. Shout out to y'all.
This has been the funnest conversation I've had in a long time, man. And I've done a lot of TV with some smart ass people, some powerful people, and I love what I do. But this has been a real highlight for me. So I got to thank you guys for this, man. This has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Appreciate it.
Indeed,
Oh yeah. Before I go, I might as well go ahead and try this. I need to be on TV too, man. What y'all gonna work out? TV. I mean, I got a story to tell. I just, what y'all want to do? Just let me know where to be, when to be there.
Do you have an agent we can talk to? So if you're an agent, we need to go through first.
Yeah, I just switch hats and I be the agent too. I'm still regular. No, you know what though? I ain't gonna lie. Like Billy right there in the middle, my fly family. He like the. I don't want to use the word bootleg. He like another version of you. He our go-to guy when we gotta talk to somebody. Like he don't say words like that word you used earlier. But he'll clear his throat a lot before he talks.
That was a 12th grade word. I use like 8th grade words.
Yeah.
Oh no! If you follow it up with comedy, they love it anyway.
Hey dog, I put dollar signs on Sherm's words, bro. That was a $50 word right there, dog. Real.
Yeah, but that was an inexpensive one. I mean, I have quite a few others, but that's it.
Oh, indeed, he does. Okay.
We go the next time we come back.
After the range day, and everything settled down a little bit, and I bring Guns Out TV back on here. I need you to have another word for us equal to that one.
Oh, I'll use one that's better than that
one. Right there was dope. Now, and just chime into the live again, because Friday night I promise I'm gonna use it.
I'm gonna be on there with my flashcards like RGG.
Right.
What's this word?
I'm gonna use it when I go back live on Friday, man. I got to do that. But look, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. I want to thank everybody for coming through, man. All of y'all for hanging out with us tonight. That was dope. Choppa stopped through, man. You know it was big. Guns Out TV, man. Look, that range day gonna be crazy. Can you give us the dates one more time?
September 17th.
September 17th. Open to the public. Choppa Day, September 11th. Both of these events are going on in the DMV area. You got to check them out. Probably on Instagram. You can get most of the information. Mark Choppa TV on IG, correct?
Mark Choppa on IG. Go follow Mark Choppa. I think everybody follow him already, hell, but if you don't, go follow Mark Choppa. Guns Out TV on IG as well, man, to get more information on what these brothers got going on, because it's huge, man. It is huge. All good brothers, man, trying to do dope stuff for our community. So, doing dope stuff for our community.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Appreciate it, man. That's it, man. That's it for me. I'm going to get up out of here, man, and we'll do this again in the future, fellas, I hope.
All right. Thank you again, brothers.
Thanks so much, guys. This was really awesome.
I'll see you, dog.
Appreciate y'all.